Yeah, it's good you have a generic sports game going on in the background. It makes you seem like you.
Basketball, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Muckbang.
No, we're not doing that. No. This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else?
And that someone else is me, Tanner, reprising this role as that guy that eats food and talks at the same time. Today's
Everyone's favorite.
episode. What?
Go ahead.
Today's episode is really special because I'm eating Chick-fil-A and I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a while. Oh, also Connor's back.
The main reason is the Chick-fil-A. That's really why it's special. This is the first Muckbang podcast, is
I
it?
think this is the first
That's
time
huge.
we've ever done this on the podcast. But
Potentially huge, if it actually is. We'll fact check it. With it.
have you ever done a mukbang on the podcast, Daniel?
I don't think so.
This is the first time.
Wow.
I'll eat to that.
So it really is. It really is a historic episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lead to that.
Well, Connor's back, and also that's new.
I'm back.
Connor, what's been going on? Tell us about it.
Well, some new changes have been happening. I'm now older, wiser, faster, better, stronger. And I'm working. Well, not working yet. I got a job, though, as I told you.
Yep.
I was telling Daniel, I'm going to be working at the Gigafactory out in Nevada. So,
Sounds fake. Yeah. Okay.
sounds fake. Yeah, they just made I just made it up. I'll be working at the Mega Factory. The Mega Factory is just like the janitorial closet there. So that's where I'll be.
Okay. I will say a lot of Connor's jobs have sounded fake in the past. I think he can admit to that.
They have Yokogawa. Definitely has a fake ring to it.
Yeah.
Frame Japanese.
Also had a fake
software.
job to it. Like half of it was just like clerical intern, work. So we'll see how this goes. Valero wasn't fake, but that also got canceled because of COVID. So
They were gonna pay you big.
they were gonna pay me big. Yeah.
And what they say? Just no, we can't bring you on.
Yeah, they said canceled because of COVID. So.
Did they with like any intention of bringing you back on, or?
I mean, no, because they like canceled the internship and then went on a hiring freeze. So
Oh,
yeah, there was no intention to like do anything.
okay.
Yeah. What's going on in Mr. Silverstein's life?
I don't have Chick-fil-A, so I feel a little left out of the party here. You could have told me.
You're eating Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Remember,
Yeah.
this is an auditory podcast,
Oh yeah. That's right.
so they can't see what you're
Oh,
eating.
you don't release the film? It could be entertaining to watch. I feel like the mukbang is half of it.
That's
You can just listen to the mukbang.
The experience from the mukbang is the auditory ASMR that you
Mhm.
get. Like, I think actual mukbangs are like really big people,
Yeah.
and they eat a lot of food, and they get close to the mic, and they really grotesquely overemphasize their bites or whatever. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Daniel, maybe you could pretend to eat.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just finished dinner. That's why I was cleaning up, and I was like, "Oh, give me like 10 minutes." You guys are like, "No,
No.
immediately."
We're
I'm
doing a
scrambling to make a link.
Sorry, we just missed the mukbang.
Yeah.
Do you guys think this makes for good content? Leave your
No.
answer in the comment section below. Daniel, you think we should stop eating and talking?
Oh, keep going.
I
Is
think
that
it's
part
fun.
coming through?
The eating part?
Mhm.
Probably. I would assume so.
I mean, I can't hear any of the eating.
Okay, I'm trying to
So-
bring it up.
You may need to do more smacking.
Mhm.
That's just weird.
That sounds like how to grapefruit your man. Daniel, what do you know about the grapefruit technique?
Oh. Next question.
So obviously you're familiar. Tell us what happens when a man loves a grapefruit very much.
So Connor, how's go on?
It's great. As of right now, it's just been, really good. improving. We've been meeting, all our goals. So yeah, I'd say it's going really well. Probably the best it's ever been going, I would think, based on what I know. Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Let's
Okay.
Crisis averted.
How's it going with you?
Yeah, I'm in upstate New York. I'm working in things. I'm sure Tanner has talked a lot about it. He's
Yes, I
always.
wanted to hear. I don't know if the
I told him he was like Homer Simpson working at a power plant.
yeah.
I'm Homer Simpson, basically. Yeah, I've actually.
Is it
I know. I
remote or
wish.
in-person work?
Huh?
Is it remote or in-person work?
No, I'm an operator, so I'm in there every day.
Wow.
Every single day.
Crazy.
They trust me to operate the nuclear power plant. So,
Well,
you
yes,
know. Huh?
like you get some days off. Monday, today, well Saturday.
Yeah, right now there's an outage at the other unit, so I'm working a lot.
Wait, what? Really?
Working all the time. Working all the time.
That's not good. Unless it
Oh,
is
yeah.
good.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, you're getting paid for it, I assume. So
Well, you know what they say, business is business.
business is business.
Well, I would assume they would start paying me. They haven't paid me yet. It's been about
Really?
8, 9 months. So yeah,
It's
it's
Is
probably
that,
coming.
is that how salaries work?
You only get paid once a year.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Yeah, that's it.
it's still like a little bit like,
No.
Over, like I thought salaries you still distribute monthly.
no, Tanner. You get paid once a year.
Really?
Not in New York. Well, you can ask to be paid more often, but then they
Monthly, yeah.
take more out of your salary.
Wait, serious?
Yeah.
So if you do like monthly, then they take like 10% if you do,
Yeah, it's like when you sign up for something like a subscription, and you can pay if you pay for the annual subscription, you get a discount. It's like the opposite here, or if you're getting paid monthly, then they take a discount off of it. So
So that's why he takes his yearly, and he gets the full salary.
Well, you know what they say, you learn something new every day, and I hope the listeners on the podcast learn something new about salary management and expectations and just about how to make money in the corporate world. And I think that's really a great thing to learn about, and I think that should be our point of discussion going forward, if I'm being honest.
I mean, business is business. So
Business
is business. Yeah.
how old is our? We had that one 6-year-old. That 6-year-old's probably like what, 8 now?
That 6-year-old's got to be like 9. I don't know how long you're doing this thing. Too
I
long.
wonder how they're doing.
Sorry.
I could take as many you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys actually get a ton of Chick-fil-A? Like, how much did you get? You keep eating. I know that's the whole point of this.
It's a mukbang.
Just secret marketing.
I
You only
I
see
get
the eating
the
part
point.
in this thing.
Actually, I'll tell. I had a friend. Well, it's really a friend of a friend who went to Chick-fil-A. I don't know, like a month ago, and they went there, and they're like, so basically, you guys went to Chick-fil-A and you ordered a large nugget, right? If you did that, like the largest size, how many do you think that is?
12?
Yeah, like a 12 count. Like a 12 and an 8. Yeah, he went there and they went to the drive-through and he's like, "I'll take the large nugget." And the drive-through guy said, "Okay, that's 20 nuggets."
Yeah, it's a 20 count. Wow. Welcome to America.
And the guy was like, "Oh, I guess that's fine." And so we got 20 nuggets. Didn't even think like that might be a few too many.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it might have been 40.
No, it's 20.
It's flatter.
I gotta double check. Hold on, let me double check my source.
Pretty sure it's 20.
That's a lot of nugs.
This is the first time I've gone to Chick-fil-A. Listeners, this is the first time I've gone to Chick-fil-A in quite a long time. I'm sure over 4 months.
Yeah.
But if I can recall one thing about Chick-fil-A, that they're the fast food restaurant chain that's closest to God, and that their large chicken nuggets are only 20 count. Now I'm certain about those two things.
I'm pulling up. I'm asking my source here.
Tell your source, you stupid, and you can suck it.
Okay, well that's
We're having a mukbang episode.
Our 8-year-old deserves to finally grow up.
Yeah.
This podcast is now rated R.
What's the 8-year-old's name? So we can address them directly.
Well, he's still a minor, so we can't say.
Oh, 30. This person says 30 nuggets.
What? Okay, take back my
No one was right.
my statement. Jeez.
30 nuggets. But like the crazy thing is, he was like, "I guess that's the large. I'll take it."
Yeah.
didn't say like that might be too many
Maybe you
for a
should stop
single serving.
these
Huh?
size nuggets.
No, they were normal size. It came in this huge box too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a lot of nuggets. That's enough to make a very experienced mukbanger
That's a very
like
expensive.
sick.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm already nearing the end of my mukbang. I've banged enough mucks at this point, and that's a slur.
Yeah.
Banged
it is.
enough mucks.
Yeah.
At this point,
Don't
I've
say
banged.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow and be canceled on Twitter. So
Yeah, I would stop. Oh, the things he said since you've been gone.
Yeah. What have I said?
I'm pretty sure you said at least 5 sexist things.
I'm pretty sure.
hey, if they're hot takes, they're hot takes.
Yeah.
I've
There was probably a racist comment in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Hey, new year, new Tanner. See, you need
yeah.
somewhere to improve from. It's like you're setting the bar low.
And now I can release one of those statements that are like, I now understand that my words have consequences, and I'm sorry and deeply sorry for those that are affected, and I will continue to do better. I've met with, I don't know, like diversity training supervisors that will educate me. It's like the publicist message whenever someone says the N-word on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Tanner's gotten so bad. Not that bad, but bad enough I'd have to consider cutting some of his stuff out, and I don't do that often.
Wait, really?
You've said some crazy things.
This year?
Tanner.
Someone's going to have to put in the effort to go through all the episodes, listen to them, just to cancel me. And in that case, you'll have to, you'll get 73 cents if you make a cent per listen.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm turning cancel culture into profitability.
Yeah, see, you're making business. You're like, that's what people do. People did that to like Kevin Hart. Like they went to like his old 2014 tweets to cancel him. So that's what you're doing. You got to drive up the viewers.
You got to spend money to make money.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm spending money to make money. Spend a little money being racist. Make a little money. People trying to cancel me. What?
You could just not be racist. I mean, that's.
I don't think I really was.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Hold on.
Well, wait a second.
I don't think that's true nowadays.
It's not?
Well,
okay.
With the advent of social media, sure it is, but I don't think, bad publicity is like maybe you saying like the N-word. Good thing. I feel like that's a bad publicity. It pretty much gets you nowhere,
But now, you know how many more people know your name?
Well, when anyone tries to Google it, like future employers, it's like, oh, this guy's famous for saying the N-word.
This is 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, exactly. So, in that case, I think it could be bad. Does that answer your question, Daniel?
I didn't have the question.
No further questions, Your Honor. Business is business.
Business is business. That's all we have to say.
And I really like that, the nexus, the focal point of our episode about business. I really like what we're talking about. We're driving synergistic means of delivery, really incorporating and inspiring the listeners. And that's something that you don't really hear about in other podcasts, and you certainly don't think about as the product of this podcast. So I think this episode is really special. We have a lot of special guests. We have a lot of special food. We have a very special theme of this episode. So if you guys just want to take a second and kind of reflect on that, those at home, please feel free to do so as well. In the meantime, Daniel will think of something funny to say when we come back from this moment of silence.
So anyway, no.
That was the longest filibuster of saying absolutely nothing I've ever heard in a while.
I can do that for an entire.
No, very
40
impressive.
minutes. I can do.
I could tell once you said the word synergy that there was going to be very
Really?
little content in what you were saying.
That was like halfway through.
That was halfway through. I could tell when I hear the word synergy, that's like a buzzword for me zoning back out.
Well, I'm sorry. All right.
That was good. That was good. It bought time.
Yeah. So, Daniel, anything to say
No.
about this special episode?
No. So Tanner, go on.
Well, I mean, I could talk all day about this episode and message and its themes, but I really want to see what it's going to be doing. You know, a wise man once said, "Nothing is ever done without observing the effects of it." You know who said that? What are some names? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett.
You didn't even let me throw out one name.
You were, I don't know.
I was thinking.
Oh, it looked like you were digesting. I don't know.
Well, I was doing both. I was
Daniel
digesting
didn't
what
do
you were
anything.
saying.
Daniel, this is as much as on you as it is on Connor. I don't know.
We gave us 1 second to think. I mean, there's so many people.
Okay.
I had to narrow down which person could have
I don't
said
know.
that's a specific statement.
It was kind
Yeah,
of
you got a little. You jumped the gun there. You're a little too excited about that, Tanner. You just went right in.
the nexus of this episode. Business.
There we go.
I literally heard
Synergy.
I heard my mom use Nexus. Went home
Unironically?
this week. Yep.
Okay, that's not good.
Like she like the nexus of this not meeting.
Yeah.
Or the nexus of these people. I don't know, but like something to mean like a, you know what nexus means, but like
synergy.
But basically,
Yeah.
she used nexus as a corporate buzzword, and at that moment, I knew my mom was lost. Mom, no.
Is that down bad?
Yeah,
That's down bad.
yeah. I went home
Yeah.
this past week
Okay.
up until Wednesday, the Wellness Day. It was my dad's birthday.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's how I heard.
What'd you get him for his birthday?
Like a Georgia Tech whiskey glass.
Really? Did he go to Georgia Tech?
What?
Does he go to Georgia Tech, or did he?
But he's got two sons that do.
Okay. Does he drink whiskey? Okay.
So
I guess it balances out.
it's a
good
good gift.
I like it.
You got two. That's like 100% of your kids going to Georgia Tech. That's a 100% increase in the amount of kids going to Tech from years 2018 to 2019.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
That's very good.
He's about doubled his Georgia Tech kids at Georgia Tech.
Well, not about. He has done
He has
perfectly.
100%.
Yeah.
So like that's
Amazing.
a measurable, demonstrable impact on the Georgia Tech sector. So
Yeah, that's very.
that's like.
Thank you to your dad for his.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's give a shout out to everyone's dad here.
Shout out to Mr. Debates for sending his kids to college.
Shout out
That's
to
big.
Dad. Shout out to Dad. Then you want to give your dad a shout out?
No,
Shout out Mr. Silverstein.
it's Doctor.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Oh, and they canceled twice. Twice in one
Yeah,
episode.
that was
Canceled
really
for
bad.
not calling someone's prefix,
Yeah.
getting it correctly.
Mhm.
Sorry, Dr. Silverstein, but your son is an asshole. Does he
Hate
listen
to
to the
see it.
podcast?
No,
All right. Yeah, he's an asshole. Correcting me on prefix of your name. Shout out to all the other dads out there.
Yeah, a lot of dads. If your dad listening to this, thank you so much.
Thank you for your service. It's not easy being a dad. It's not easy being a parent. It's not easy being a person at times, honestly, on this planet.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to get political here, but it's not easy being an American sometimes. Like,
well, Tanner, it's
Hold on.
especially not easy.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get to something.
Okay.
Have you guys seen all the shootings on the news? Like, in this past week, there's been like 3?
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Oh my god. And then it's just like back to normal. As soon as
Yeah.
places open up, it's back to, thoughts and prayers.
Mhm.
Thoughts and prayers.
If you are if you are
God.
thinking about shooting, listen to this podcast. Do not do it.
Please don't do it.
We have a platform here, and we're going to use it for these statements. And
Please don't shoot.
do not.
Don't do a mass shooting.
do
It's
do
not
that
cool.
shooting, but no,
I won't
it's-
like you if you
Yeah,
do.
it's not. It's a big deal. I think. Yeah.
I hate to get
It's not
political, especially when we're trying to focus on business. But
Of
like,
course.
that's just like, I don't know. It's jarring because relatively we really haven't had any mass shootings in America
Yeah.
this entire pandemic, and obviously why people are staying inside. There really hasn't been a mass. And that was just like crass talking about that, but like. Literally going from that and to 3 shootings in 1 week is just jarring.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's being as addressed as it should be. And then it's receiving like negative light and like the Atlanta shooting that was recent. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just angry. But
Well, I think
that
the biggest
pissed me off.
biggest thing you can do is just like publicize it. I think, and then the more publicity it gets, the more response there should be.
But then it makes you
I think.
sad because it's like there is no response. At the end of the day, nothing
It
gets
happened,
done.
yeah.
Like
Like will happen.
if nothing was going to happen after Sandy Hook, nothing was going to happen ever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that should have been a focal point. I don't want to cry on the podcast because when I think of that one's like it's terrible. But,
Yeah.
And if nothing could get done in Congress after that, can anything get done ever in this country? And then you start thinking like, oh God, this country's fucked. That's where Sorry to get so political on this podcast. I mean,
if you're a congressman or woman listening to this podcast, please,
I implore you to consider revising gun legislation. Sensible, please, God, don't let these tragedies continue. Sorry, that's been on my mind as well.
I got you. It's a big deal.
It's just fucked, Yeah. Daniel, any input?
No.
Then you got a lot to say. I mean, you're trying to moderate this discourse, and it's like we need some input. What are your thoughts on shooting? Up or down? Shootings.
Yeah, well,
Up,
are you a psychopath or not?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a thumbs up
Thumbs up. Can we cancel
or
Daniel?
thumbs down.
I've never seen Daniel not support mass shootings. So, can we cancel Daniel?
But is not being in support.
Wait.
Just because he hasn't said it before doesn't mean he supports mass shootings.
Yeah, I know, but that's like a common. We haven't seen Daniel in opposition to mass shootings before, so it's like, how can we be sure he's anti-shooting?
That is a good point.
Cancel Daniel.
I feel like we would have seen signs of it. Like we would have been have like posters on his wall of something like that, and then we'd be like, that's an odd poster, like a mass shooting poster. Most people don't have those. It's like signs
I didn't
like
know
that.
those existed in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can make custom posters.
Yeah, but that's like,
Yeah, that's true. You can.
What I'm saying is, I think we would have seen, as far as what I know about Daniel's character, likely does not support mass shootings.
Okay. Well, we don't know for sure. Like, we don't know for 100% certainty, and that's what worries me. So we need to cancel Daniel. We need to cancel the podcast. It's over, Daniel. Unless this podcast gets at least 100 likes, I don't know.
That's for you listeners. Bring it back. Do you want to keep listening to these comments?
Know how
make 100 likes.
We just need 100 likes. It's the only way to convince Daniel to see the error of his ways.
Share this to your friends. Share this to your family. We need 100 likes.
One more mass casualty shooting. I think we owe it to ourselves to just like that.
That was an amazing transition from politics into a self promo.
Really? I'm good. See,
that was good.
I still.
He's gotten better. Yeah, he's gotten better since you've been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's working on it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I think these podcasts are 100% me talking, and just talking out my ass, literally blowing smoke like that.
Well, Connor, you could see how he said some offensive things. I mean, now that you've been on the show for about half an hour.
He's in the past 20 minutes or 30 minutes we've been here, he potentially accused you of being in support of mass shootings.
Yeah, but is that so bad?
I think it is. I think there's potential there for.
You can see the controversy he stirs up a bit.
There's some spice.
Yes, exactly.
There's some spice.
But is that anything to get mad about? What if I apologize and say I now understand that my actions have consequences?
New minute, new me.
Wait. Don't think I'd ever have to do a video like this.
See, is you making fun of YouTubers for controversial apologies bad?
No, exactly. So it's like, if it's something you can joke about.
Well, what's something you can joke about?
Can we joke about?
Maybe now you're offending the YouTubers.
I don't care. Fuck those guys. They're rich anyway. All they do is make videos.
Thank you to our YouTube listeners, by the way.
On the YouTube platform, we appreciate you a lot. All
share this.
To 22 of you.
We need 100 likes for Tanner to release his apology YouTube video.
I will release an apology video on my YouTube.
150 likes.
For all premium subscribers. Anyone who likes this, I will release a privated YouTube video, apology video.
Great.
What else y'all talk about? I haven't been here. I don't know how the podcast culture has changed.
Well,
it seems like it's gotten a little more controversial.
Wait, I mean, at this point, our only claim to relevancy is trying to stir up shit.
Mm-hmm.
So can we tack like a big YouTuber or like a TikToker?
I feel like you got to start like medium big though. Like you can't go like all the way to
you're
like
right.
Jake Paul.
PewDiePie. We can't take down PewDiePie.
Like
yet.
someone who's got like maybe
Yeah.
50, 100,000 subscribers.
But like someone small that's like up and coming. I
Yeah.
don't know anyone, but say we're gonna call him Player X.
Player X.
He makes gaming YouTube. Or something, you know, like we start attacking him. We go, Player X has actually been in the news recently. See, here's the thing. Here's what's also fucked in America is you can just lie and convince people and damage America. I'm talking about like
You can do that. See, that's the thing. That's why I want to move to like Australia. In Australia,
Yeah.
you can't lie. They don't let you do that.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing.
Lying about election security and just like, you know.
So we
You know what I
gotta.
mean? Sorry to get more politics. That's just like
Yeah.
angry. And
Spain,
frustrating.
no lying. China, no lying. This is the only country you can
where
lie.
lying is okay because you hope to get pardoned by the president.
It's
like
insane.
it's okay, but yeah. So like, since we're just lying about Player X, you know, it's been in the news lately. Not true. For a couple things, but one of the most egregious things he's done is that he's never outright said does not support mass shootings, and that's something I think us as a YouTube base can't take anymore, and I think that's unacceptable of our YouTubers, and we should expect more from these content creators.
Yeah, good. I like that. That's a big word.
We should expect to have such an impressionable impact on young fans, and I think it's fair to assume these things and ask these things of these content creators. So I'm calling upon Player X to really address this and change his ways. And please, Player X, if you're listening, email us, contact us. We'd love to put you on the podcast.
We have an Instagram too. You can direct message us.
You can direct message, and,
Yeah.
and we'll put
And
you in
follow.
contact. And if you want to clear your
And please leave a like. Yeah.
please
while
leave
you're
a like.
there.
Uh-huh.
This is the only way to generate a user feedback
Mhm.
and just that's the most important thing is that you address this controversy right now because it's going to blow up in your face and it's going to blow up fast, much like a mass casualty shooting event.
I don't know that we needed that metaphor at the end there, but I understand the sentiment, Tanner.
But yeah, so like this is something that needs to be addressed, and I just don't think it can not be addressed anymore. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, listeners, if you support virtue signaling, like we're saying, get this video to 200 likes, get this podcast
250
likes if you support virtue signaling.
All right, moving on.
Yes. Daniel, the topic of discussion from your end, what do you think?
So I'm not sure if Connor has played the game.
Oh,
I think he has.
played the old game. The old game we played.
Yeah.
Questions or answers?
It's
Yeah.
questions or answers. Daniel, you get it set up. You want another beer? We can do that on the podcast.
Let's get it going.
21.
We're all 21. We made it big.
Oh, we're checking it. Yeah.
We're getting old.
Well, there's a bunch of new questions, Connor. So you've definitely never seen these before.
This is exciting.
And
Oh, fancy terrapin. You got good craft beers. Like my fridge is just all like natty.
Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I've realized once I've turned 21 that like I don't feel like spending extra for alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
Well,
and to be clear, Connor, you weren't spending anything for alcohol before you were 21.
Of course. And this is listeners, especially our 8-year-old. There was no drinking occurring before I was 21 on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
Great question.
Right now, this
Great
is
question.
legal consumption of alcohol, beer, casual drinking. There's no malice. I don't know. I just don't want to get canceled for drinking beer and talking.
We're playing a drinking game. I'm playing a drinking game. If Daniel says the word
Yes.
synergy or talks, I take a sip.
Well, also, can't you make this this next game into a drinking game? Like, how, Daniel?
No.
You can't. What if he answers incorrectly? If I think he answers incorrectly. Oh wait, I got it. Okay,
How about
okay.
we make Daniel drink for everything. So if I think it's
Daniel.
incorrect, Daniel drinks. If you think it's incorrect, then Daniel has to drink.
All right, wait. So you're gonna give an answer. It's like a yes or a no type answer. It's
Okay.
1 or 2, right?
Okay.
So if you think it's 1 and Daniel thinks it's 1, but I think it's 2, I drink. If you think it's 1 and I think it's 2 and Daniel thinks it's 2, you drink. Does
Okay.
that make sense? Like,
I
if
like
Daniel
it.
takes your side and I call you out and say, I don't agree with Connor here.
So whoever has the hottest take has to drink.
It's not hottest. Well, it's not the hottest take.
It
It's
is
like,
the hottest take if it's
disagree
the minority.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Does that make sense? Daniel, play.
I don't have any drinks, so it's gonna be.
Well, it's like you don't have to drink. It's gonna be
I do have an empty glass.
Yeah. Go.
That's
go
good.
ahead and
That's
pretend.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chug it. Then.
All right.
First question.
Subtitles or guessing what they're saying.
Subtitles. Subtitles for sure.
Oh, wait, what? I see. This is where I'd say I'd also agree with you. Subtitles. So, like, next question.
Okay. No one drinks. Or do we both drink?
No. Whoa. Well. Ooh. I was thinking no one. What do you think, Daniel? Change the rules. If I agree with Connor, what happens?
Sure,
then?
sure. Then you both drink.
We
Okay.
both drink. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Are paper clips just staples with commitment problems?
I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say a hard no because you can use old paper clips for a lot more, like opening like the doorknobs where you like put the paper clip inside and then it like releases the lock. Safely you can't do that. So yeah.
You could if you opened up a staple. You could.
I feel it doesn't have enough structural integrity because it's too small.
You have to put a lot of staples together.
Yeah.
And at that point, when does it not become a staple and just an interconnected
A staple
series
clip.
of staples?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But go on. I also agree with what you said. So
All
this is like,
There we go.
this isn't me just trying to drink. This is
It's just Dana trying to drink.
literally what I think.
Have you ever flirted in an airport?
What do we count as flirting?
I
Like
don't think I've
talking to
ever
someone
talked
or
to
being
a girl
like,
in an airport.
really? I have.
Oh, what does your girlfriend count?
No,
Can you
you-
flirt with your girlfriend? Is that a question?
No.
Or is it
You-
just talking?
It's just
Yeah.
talking then, because
Okay,
flirting is
so
like
yeah.
preemptive. Like
Yeah,
flirting
okay,
is like with someone
yes.
random.
Okay.
I guess no. I just talk to people. Like I haven't been like sending pickup lines or flirty
Yeah,
gestures. So I would say no. I haven't.
I haven't either.
Daniel.
No.
Here's what you take. No. All right.
No, he says with a bated breath.
Wait. Combat question: should you flirt in an airport?
No, you guys are going presumably in different directions
And never gonna
at
see each other.
high speeds.
Yeah.
So it's like, will it ever work?
Does
No.
the speed matter?
Literally do the math. Velocity. You got plane A going 539 knots per hour in south by southwest direction. You got plane B heading in the other one. It's like the math. Look at the relationship.
Yeah.
It's becoming more LDR by the hour. If you look
Yeah.
at it, that's just vector calculus.
I like it.
So it's like
Tanner did homework for the first time. He's trying to show off.
Vector calculus says that we should not flirt in an airport.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question. Are you a bathroom talker?
Oh, like
That
in like a
depends.
public bathroom,
That
or I'll
depends.
talk to myself while I'm like. I'll talk to myself while I poop, like if it's one of those,
It is like a public bathroom though.
like a public bathroom, you're like a dad that'll like come up to the urinal next.
It's got to be. It's the culture of the bathroom. Like a bar bathroom, that's like talking in the bar. Like that. It does.
It's like everyone's drunk at that point.
Yeah. So that
Literally blurred lines.
yeah, literally. Actually, probably I talk more in the bathroom than I do at the bar because you can actually hear people. So I'd say in bathroom probably better place to talk.
You ask people, hey, can we go to the bathroom so we can have this conversation?
Look at it.
Let's hash this out in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah,
adjacent urinals.
I really like talking to you. Let's talk this out. Yeah.
You're a pretty cool guy. You want to
You
get
wanna drink the
next to
bathroom?
each other? You're gonna trough next to each
Yeah.
other. Now that is how you flirt in a bar.
That's how you flirt in a bar.
Yeah.
With the same gender. Obviously there's
Yeah,
problems
there's-
like flirting with girls and bringing to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But against the bar,
You can figure that out.
You can figure that out.
Like, you can, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say depends on the setting.
Uh-huh.
Final answer.
I agree with you.
All right. I like this good.
Sounds like Tanner wants to drink.
All right. Yeah. Well, maybe we try to answer at the same time. I don't know.
Hey, how about you go first? 'Cause
Okay.
I want to see.
All right.
I feel like I just like provide my answers with sound logic, then maybe
It's not convincing me. Trust me, it's literally my like.
But you're on the
first
same
judgment.
wavelength. Yeah.
I am, so it's not
Okay.
fair. So Daniel asked me.
Are potlucks just parties for lazy hosts?
I remember answering this question and being pissed off. Being a host requires a lot of time and investment, and you're hosting, you're offering up your home to other people, and that's not the easiest part. That's like, this is something you have to get clean. And what was the question?
Are potlucks just parties for lazy hosts? But to be fair, Tanner goes all out on his parties. Like
I
when
heard
Tanner
he's
has a party,
Well, I'm a chef. Like, it's a lot of
He's a
effort to
professional chef,
cook
yeah.
on top of what I'm saying is, it's a lot of effort to cook on top of cleaning and preparing your area for people to hang out, prepping that. So it's like, it's not a lazy party. It's just expecting everyone to pitch in a little bit as well. If that's a lazy party, you can call it communism.
Mhm.
Socialism.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's a lazy party because you're offering up your home. Plus, some people, as you said, you like to cook, but you don't want to cook everything. You want to cook, a little bit, like your little, dish. Bring, cereal and milk, or something a little nicer than that, depending on who you are. But yeah, I'd say no. Unless you really like cooking and that's just your thing. I'd say no.
Speaking of appetizers, you guys have got to. I'm taking a quick intermission. Let me see if I can find this. Oh my goodness. So, have you heard of Two Urban Lakes restaurant?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No, I've wanted to though. I've heard good things.
You need to go there and you need to get their salmon chips.
Salmon chips.
It's like, basically, it's smoked salmon on a pimento chipotle cream cheese smear, which is on top of one of their, they make a potato chip essentially.
Okay.
With some capers on there, some scallions.
Yeah.
Oh
Sounds
my
amazing.
god! I made them.
Really
I
good.
made them too.
Really? You covered the recipe and everything.
Yeah, they had the recipe online.
Was it as good?
Well, I can't make my own potato chips on the fryer, so he's Cape Cod potato chips.
Yeah,
which is kind of but they were a little too small. Their potato chips, it's imagine a cross section of.
Oh, it's like a
lengthwise
wedge.
potato.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Okay.
as big as this phone.
Yeah.
Tons of salmon on it.
Amazing.
They're so good. You
Yeah.
could literally just eat those.
Yeah. That sounds really good.
They're amazing. So, that's what I would bring to a potluck, potentially. Sorry for that brief intermission. I just had to talk about this.
No, it sounds good. I'll have to try it sometime.
You want me to send you a recipe?
I do. I'm never gonna make it, but I want to see I want to
you
imagine
might
the
not have
flavor.
Yeah, okay. Daniel, next question. You can ask Connor. We can, trade off.
all right. Speaking of food, Linner or Dunch?
What was the question?
Linner or Dunch?
Leonard or Dunch? What does that mean?
Is this a code? A code word?
Linner or Dunch?
How to spell it?
Linner or Dunch? Dunch.
Oh, like dinner or lunch. But
Oh, that was good.
they're essentially, are they the same? Except maybe dinner is closer to dinner than it is to lunch. A dunch is closer to lunch than it is to dinner. Or is this is this an actual thing, or is this up to, interpretation?
I'm going with Leonard. I feel like I've said it. I've never said both of them often enough, but I feel like if I'm going for Leonard, I would say Leonard versus Dunch. Because I feel like if it's in between lunch and dinner, you're gonna take the beginning of lunch and the end of, or the. Wait a second. Never mind. That didn't make any sense. What I'm trying to say is Dunch doesn't flow as well as Leonard. I think that's my take.
That's a good take. I agree with that.
All right. Yes, sir.
You still nursing it? Come on, 7. Go.
These things are a little too hard, bud.
Yeah. Well, these things are kind of gross.
Yeah.
Was it pretty bad?
No, I just spilled it.
Well,
I was
these
trying
ones
to
are
finish it
good,
early.
and this is the last.
Yeah.
Maybe I have one more, but these are good though. These are
I wasn't trying to take it, so
passion
I've
fruit.
taken enough.
I have a Smirnoff Ice. Want to get ice?
Ice on the podcast.
Yeah. All right, Daniel, ask the next question.
Dude, do you know how much slow my ice is gonna be after drinking this?
All right. Question is, sorry, we'll do that one next. Is soda an excuse to have dessert during the meal?
I feel like, honestly, I'd say yeah. I would say yeah. I feel like you're
It's like adult dessert.
yeah.
Like, once you get to adult, it's like, can I really afford this soda?
Yeah,
Like,
because the adults don't eat like
It's
cake
just
thing.
sugar.
Yeah,
It's literally, that's what it is. It's literally sugar water.
I think it is.
We're going to keep agreeing, aren't we?
Yeah,
Daniel,
that's a good take.
you need to go
As
through
I get more drunk, I get more agreeable.
I know,
So
right?
I think
Gregarious is the word.
Gregarious.
There's a lot of synergy going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like this synergy, and I like how we're on the same wavelength.
Business is business. I
But
think.
business is business,
Yeah.
but we need to communicate more and really exfoliate what we're trying to say,
Yeah,
and literally excommunicate what we communicate.
yeah, we need to internally exfoliate. I think.
Are country clubs just cults for old people?
And I think I've answered this question in a very angry manner. You
Shall
want
we
to
go ahead?
take it? Yeah.
Well, how often have you been to country clubs? Yeah, you worked there. You worked at one.
So I was like, this was my answer.
I would, it's...
But it was an angry, impassioned no. So
Yeah.
answer this question correctly.
Well, the answer I think is no, because
Okay.
because a cult, I think a cult is defined by like how because people in cults like live like you would be like living at a country club. I think a country club is more like synonymous to like maybe a church, if that makes it, like how people like go to church and congregate and then leave. Like the average church go like or the chill church is like that kind of
Yeah.
vibe. It's people who just like show up, play a few rounds and then bounce. So I'm gonna go with no. I don't think there's very few culty vibes. I think it's just relaxing.
I say no for a slightly different reason.
Okay.
Well, if you look at the definition of a cult, it's like trying to control every aspect of their lifestyle. Sounds like my dad. And just like Carl said, it sounds like his dad, but that's not what a country club is. Country clubs are the opposite.
They are your dad.
Well, they are. Well, yes, they are your dad.
Yeah. They're made up of your dad.
Exactly. Essentially, is what they
Yeah,
are.
all dads.
Oh, yes, but
So it's all the cult leaders coming together essentially.
yeah,
If the
more or less. I
if
agree
the
with the dad
logic,
stuff more
yeah.
than the cult.
But if we take it with Carlson and bring it all together,
Yes, essentially.
country clubs are made of cult
Country
leaders,
ones-
but they're
well-
not a cult themselves.
It's like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's the congregation of the cult leaders like discussing how to lead their cults.
At a country club, it's like you have control over. Does that make sense? It's like, or cabbie, go get me a golf club or what. It's
Yeah.
like, it's not like they're exercising their will over you. Talk to. It's like you're choosing what you wear.
But now you bring up another point. There is like a very
It's just an exclusive club.
but no, there is a dress code, and if you don't wear the dress code to the club, you stand out.
It's
So
not-
now
well,
you're
it's
kind
like-
now you're kind of switching my logic
Okay.
because there is
yeah.
definitely, I think,
Well,
a dress code. I think there is a way of maintaining how you wear at a dress club.
yes, there is definitely. I'd say that aspect. Golf clothes, casual. And to an extent, maybe I should have, I don't know, clarified. But like, you can still wear anything. It's like they don't really give a shit too much. You wear that because of, is that what it's called? Now I'm trying to think of my definition. Like the only reason anyone, wears golf clothes to a golf, country club is because other people wear it. Literally, if someone started wearing like t-shirts and gym shorts, it'd be like, okay, fuck it, the jig's off.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way more
We
comfortable.
can
Let's
finally
embrace
stop doing
it.
it.
Like, I'm tired of wearing this stupid hat.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
Exactly.
That's
See?
like-
Gregarious.
There you go.
Next question, Daniel.
Does I'll let you know mean no?
I would say
There's
it
a lot
depends.
of context.
It depends on how long you know somebody. It depends,
Yeah.
and if this is a new situation. Like
Yep.
if I were to say Tanner, if Tanner was like, "Oh, we should grab food sometime," I'm like, "Oh, I'm busy, but I'll let you know." I probably will let him know because I've known Tanner for a long time. But if all of a sudden Tanner was like, hey, let me take you out on dates. And I'll be like, you know what, you're really fun, but I'll let you know. Then that would be like never
Yeah.
talk to Tanner again. So I think the context, how long you know somebody for, and if it's a different situation. Those are my three.
Cheers, I'll drink it.
Cheers to that. I'll drink that.
Now, for the record, Connor's giving me a lot of I'll let you know. Okay, next.
Again, it also is contingent on your memory skills. If you have good memory and you just forget that you will let someone know, that's also a significant.
Even though you've known him for a while, yeah. All right. Is kickball for people that are bad at baseball?
Is football for people that are bad at soccer?
I don't know. I say no.
Is rugby for people that are bad at football?
It's just people enjoy different things.
Like, they're different sports for a reason, Daniel.
Yeah.
Maybe if you looked inward and synergistically found yourself, you
I-
come to a realization that
See, we've been exfoliating ourselves.
we've been exfoliating what we're
internally. I don't think
communicating.
you're internally exfoliating.
Yeah, you need to
By that
That's-
comment,
I'm trying to be insightful yet constructive.
yeah, of course.
Of course.
Business.
All right. Should t-shirt tucking be allowed?
T-shirt tucking.
I've done it before.
Connor's a t-shirt tucker. Yeah.
It's I would say it depends. I think
What? It
that's
depends on
amazing.
what.
That's
It
well.
depends on how seamlessly you.
I think here's what I think it depends on. I think it depends on how seamlessly you disintermediate transparent infrastructures.
What does that mean?
What that means?
Wait, what does that? So what does that mean? Tell me what it means and
Well,
how you can what.
well, exactly what that means is when you with these infrastructures, it's about fungibly strategizing principal center detail.
What does that mean?
Well, that's it. Listen. What you need to do is you need to completely visualize empowered content.
And how does that relate to what Daniel said?
And what that means is, with this content, that visually empowered content, I think, is a white T-shirt tucked in jeans.
Yes.
That's empowered. I think it's like a graphic tee. No, I don't think you can make that work. But I think a good, just white tee tucked in, look like I think it's good. I think it's good casual.
Triple click that idea.
Mhm.
Blast fax it. I don't care. Visually. What was the word you used?
Visually
The two word-
integrate.
Visually integrate. Visually empower.
Visually empowered content.
Visually empowered. I love those two words.
Yeah.
Triple click it. Blast fax it.
Synergize it.
Synergize it. We need it.
Yeah.
You're going straight to the top.
We are. Yeah, that was good. I think we're going to be improving dramatically.
Okay.
Hopefully.
To break real quick. Triple click. I'm so waiting to use that.
What does it even mean?
Unironically, instead of double clicking, I'll triple click this. This is
But
so
when
good.
if people use double click?
You're right. Double click hasn't.
It's not even on the ground
Mac,
yet.
On a Mac, isn't that how you click stuff? Just one.
Maybe
tap
like
isn't
double tap then. Double tap is
Triple-
like an Instagram post. Maybe triple tap is really like it.
I thought triple click this was triple click this. Was I don't know. It's you're so excited. I'm gonna click it 3 times. I thought it was a thing. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Triple click this. Blast fax it. Blast
But what's your take on the T-shirt? What's your take on the T-shirt?
I agree with what you said
All right.
essentially.
Well,
But if I were to put my own spin on it, I would more so say that you're really trying to efficiently reinvent reliable core competencies.
exactly.
And that's what it's kind of all about. It's about reinventing what we know, what's
Yeah.
reliable, what's core, what's centered.
Yep.
It's all about, here's a word I'm going to drop on you. I've said it before in the podcast. It's all about the nexus.
Amen. Yeah, I
It
think
really
so.
is about that fulcrum and that melting pot of ideas.
Mhm.
What it means it's like in your t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. You know what? Absolutely.
Next question, Daniel.
I think that's it. I think we'll end it there.
Do you have anything to say?
We can't go any more than that. No, that's. I think you summed it up perfectly.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's broken, Evan. You might want to cut it there, Daniel. That's you can the signal.